preacher man says it's the end of time, and the Mississippi River, she's a going dry. The interest is up and the stock market's down, and you're only getting mugged if you go downtown. I live back in the woods, you see, my woman and the kids and the dogs and me. I got a shotgun, a rifle, and a four-wheel drive, and a country boy can survive. Country folks can survive. I can plow a field all day long. I can catch catfish from dusk till dawn. Make our own whiskey and our own smoke too. Ain't too many things these old boys can't do. We grow good old tomatoes and homemade wine, and country boy can survive. Country folks can survive. Because you can't starve us out and you can't make us run, 'cause when them old boys raised on shotgun.
Well, hello, everybody. I want to thank everybody for coming in, pulling up a chair, sitting down. Pour yourself a cup of coffee, some sweet tea, some lemonade, cake lemonade, Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, whatever it is you drink. A Bud Light Jack. Oh, my word. Hey. So, tell me, Doc, man, what did we do on Saturday? Man, you remember what we did. We went out to the lake and did some fishing. We sure did. What bait store did you go to get those old worms? Well, this was called Moxley, the bait store. Oh. Yeah? I went out back there, had my little cup with me and my little shovel on. I was commencing to dig around in the shavings about a chicken coop. I looked over and there's little old Moxley. This time he had my baseball cap on and flannel shirt and say, yeah, boss man, take his right here and use these. So he gave me a couple crabs. They looked like they were kind of old. Well, there was a few of them that were chewed on. Might have been his leftovers. Probably was. No, it old Moxley. Yeah, it could have been the reason why we didn't even catch a doggone fish, man. We had a few nibbles, that was about it. Bill, they probably came up and smelled the molo and said, we ain't touching that. More than likely. So, I want to thank you, Doc Man, for coming to church with me and for having me here over the weekend. And I seen you and the pastor, y'all scurried off into the back room now. Yeah, man, he wanted to pick my brain a little bit about somebody who was working on the sermon, so he asked me a few questions. I gave him a few answers, and surprising to me, some of the answers actually came out in the sermon. Well, I'll be. I guess you haven't lost your touch after all. I guess I ain't. Well, isn't it? So, our sermon was on the people who steal. Yep. Who are thieves. Yep, I remember it was like the thief come about to steal, kill, and destroy. Yeah. And if you're a Christian, and you live in a Christian way, you would not go out and steal anything, now would you? No, not at all. In fact, you would be more apt to protect somebody from somebody stealing from them. Exactly. Because that's what, good folk do. You. So, to steal something that isn't yours, to take something that isn't yours, it's truly not being a Christian. No. It's breaking one of the cardinal rules of the Ten Commandments, thou shalt not steal. So I want to dive in a little deeper to what the sermon was speaking about and how it relates to a situation. Absolutely. So, somebody stole something in the middle of the night. Right. Okay. A thief in the night. Coming along and taking something that wasn't theirs. Right. But they proclaimed that it was on their property. So if it's their property, why would they come along in the middle of the night and take it? That just don't make a lick of sense to me. If it already belongs to you, why you got to be so secretive about it? So there is, there's proof that it's in fact not their property, but it belongs to the person who actually lives there. What was stolen was a memorial. And the memorial's been stolen 4 times. Wow. By the same person. Yes. But this 4th time, it wasn't caught just on one video, but it was caught on several videos. And the one video where it actually shows who the perpetrator is was turned over to the local sheriff's department. Good. So there's an investigation because there's a lot of back and forth, a lot of people saying no, it wasn't, and then everybody's saying yeah, it's most definite way because there's video and it's true, right? So it's all going to come out in a wash. You know it does. It will. Most definitely it will. And it'll be proven. Yep. And I just feel bad for this family that has went through this 4 times. I'm going to tell you what's the truth there, Gene. Now, you know me. You know the kind of man that I am. If somebody come go in my yard and steal something, well, they might get by with it one time. But come the second time, they might not walk away. I hear you, man. I hear you. I feel the same way, you know. Somebody tries to come in my house. That's the reason why I had to put extra cameras on the outside of my house. Did you notice the one neighbor that lives over to the side that the privacy fence is on? Yeah. Did you notice that he don't have his car over there? Somebody came up and stole that man's car. Well, I'll be down. I hadn't even noticed. Yeah, so I said, oh, no. I need extra cameras. So I've got 4 extra cameras on the outside of my house. So, most definitely, don't try to come traipsing up my front porch or through my gate trying to come in the backside of my house either, because it's going to catch you and you're going to trip it and it's going to be screaming at you because it has a really loud siren on it. Yeah. And it's going to scare them off. That's the best way if we're going to make the Lord Jesus right there. I'm telling you, I'm not afraid to protect my property. No, sir. So, yeah, we're not going to allow that. And my one neighbor said that she was the one that just now started talking back to me. Yeah. She said that she was glad I had them because they faced her backyard and the side of her house as well. You. So, that's all very sad that somebody would stoop to that level to take something that was meant to memorialize their loved one. That just burns my bones right there. You know, how would they like it if the shoe was on the other foot? I don't expect they'd like it too damn much, to be honest with you. What was it that the preacher said that, so if you take, well, but how did he say that? If you take if you steal from your neighbor, you have to get right with the Lord before you get right with your neighbor, isn't it? What he said, something along those lines. Was kind of, but you kind of got it backwards a little bit. I'm sorry. If you do something wrong against your neighbor, before you come and talk to God, you need to get it right with your neighbor first. Then go back to the altar and do what you got to do. In other words, what Bible is saying there, if you can't forgive, how can you be forgiven? Well, I don't know if this little fella gonna get right with his neighbor. You're only that one, but there's several others. I don't think he ever going to get right with them, so I don't know. Judging by what I've seen, you're probably right. I think he's gonna continue this, and you know, like I said, this is all an image. It's a big gimmick. It's to gain money, control, power. So to me, it's not in his best interest to keep doing this. Right. Because the long of the short of it is, it's not going to benefit you in the long run, nor anybody else who is out there doing the exact same things. Right. There's a lot of other people out there that are running his narrative, if that makes sense. Oh, yeah. That was obvious. I mean, looking at the videos, oh boy, put us out. Yeah. So it would, to me, I think I'd cut my losses and walk away and call it a day, pack up my belongings, and hightail it out of there, hightail it out of that state. Because if you know a lot more people in that state have caught wind of everything, hell, I'd be ashamed to show myself in public. You know, it would be in his best interest to pick up stakes and go plant it somewhere else. Yep. Because he's not doing anything good for anybody. You know, he's hurting people. Yes, he is. In more ways than one. It's just wrong. I like whenever, there's certain of my folks taught me a long time ago, you know, when you're pointing fingers at somebody, you got to be careful because you got 3 more pointing back at you. Yeah, true. So true. So, and another thing, he backpedaled on the whole memorial fact. You were so quick to say it wasn't him. He was so quick to point fingers in other directions. So I don't think, oh boy here, I don't think he's going to ever admit that he's wrong until the video actually comes out and it actually shows him doing it. Well, you know, that's a typical sign of a narcissist. You know, they can't be wrong. Yeah, and they always play the victim. Poor me, poor me, poor me. Exactly. So, when I was with you at the last doctor's appointment, they really didn't tell you much on when you can go back to doing everyday things. I know you got another appointment, in 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. 3 more weeks up. Yeah, when is that old VA going to release you to where you can drive full time and go do things? I sure hope they do it this next appointment, man. I'll tell you what, just sitting around the house all time's getting boring. I hear you. So I was wondering sometime this week if you feel up to it and you feel like me coming up to get you, go looking at some shed. You know, got a big old concrete slab. I got something in the backyard. Yeah. I want to put a shed on it. All my tools are in storage. I know that's got to be aggravating a little. And those totes I got up underneath the deck out in the backyard, I need to put those in the shed. Yeah. And I just like, you know, I need a place to put all this stuff because at the other place, I had that big old garage. Right. and everything was organized. And I need to have that here because I've just packed up essential tools in a toolbox and just tossed them in the back of the car. Right. And I'd like to be able to work on something at the house, and instead of running all the way clear across town 30 minutes to go to my storage unit to get the right tool and then bring it back here, and then I got to tote it all the way back there and put it back. And God forbid you get the wrong tool, you got to try right around and yeah. I know, it's a pain, man. It's a real pain. So I was wondering if you wanted to go into the city maybe Wednesday or Thursday and look at some sheds and see what they got and what I can potentially work with on that big old long slab out there. We measured it at one time. Then we were here a couple of weeks ago. It was what, 8 by 12? Yeah, something like that. So I'm going to want me maybe an 8 by 10 to go on there and maybe dress it up with the workbench in there and some pegboard. Oh, yeah. And run me some electrical out there. Yeah. So, and I was also thinking, do I want barn-style doors, or do I want a door to one side or the other? How many windows do I want? Do I want to take them, put a little AC out there? Certainly they'll be in the farm. Yeah, I like the barn styles myself. Yeah, I was leaning more towards that. That way, if it's nice out and I ain't got to run the AC in there, then I can just open up the barn doors and get a little breeze going through there while I'm out there doing my thing. That's right. That's the way to go about there, King. So, I'll be so glad when everything starts to settle down. I thought things were settled down here at the house, but I still got a few more boxes I have to go through, and I've been putting some stuff up in the attic, but that's the reason why I'm kind of hoping you get better real quick so you can help me up in the attic. That's going to take me and one other person to get up there and situate that attic a little bit better. But, right. So, yeah, I should be able to be okay after this next visit. At least I'm open, so anyway. Because I kept some boxes, I broke them down because, them boxes got an extensive pack enough. Yes, sir. And then the tape on top of that, or the extra packing tape. Yep. That shit adds up. Yeah, it does. So I'm like, oh my word, I got to figure something out. So I broke it down, a bunch of them that were the good heavy duty boxes. Mm-hmm. And I broke down the ones that were kind of flimsy and tossed them in the recycle. Right. So, got to get working on that. Like I said, man, when they say you can do things and, get up in the attic and you and I up there together, we can rearrange it and organize it. And you got anything going on out there at the farm that you need help with coming up? You got any new projects? Well, I'm supposedly getting a new load of chickens coming in. I got about 150 coming in. Technically, exciting. Is that all going to be bending at the hold on and? Well, I'll probably add a little bit on to it about Butch. You going to get, or you just going to add on to the one you got? Or you going to get another one and we're going to butt it up against that one? That's what I was planning on, buying a separate one and putting together. Okay. Yeah. So are you going to get the coop before you got them chickens coming in? Or are you going to have all them zagging chickens running all over the place? They should be alive in the same day. I timed it out, so the coop will get here in the morning time of the chickens to get here in the evening. Because I really don't feel like chasing your chickens anymore. They can be kind of crazy now. I ain't telling you, man. Oh, one of them had a damn knife coming at him. Hey, I tell you, you don't mix my chickens, man. I got some of them back street chickens. You got what? I got them back street chickens. What's back street chickens? They're the kind of cheated. You don't want them living on back street. Oh. But it's some tough old niggas. Oh, man. Oh. So, you gonna get any more roosters, or are you just gonna get Olsen hens? I'm gonna get mostly hens. Out of the 150, I think I got 10 of them are roosters. Okay. I'll give me 22 roosters altogether. No, better give me 18 roosters. Okay. So, Does anybody, are you selling your ads to anybody? Yep, I give away what I can. You know, little people I know are real good and stuff, you know. But I do sell them. I sell them for $1.50 a dozen. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Hey, you know, Hank down there? Yeah. Is he going to help you with the care part and you want me to come up? No, him and John's supposed to be coming hurting this, sir. Okay. They're supposed to be coming to help me out. Well, not going to coop him, but I will need you with the chickens. Of course you will, because nobody else wants to wrangle those old chickens. They mean, but I've already told you I can't send much to Mike in there no more. Oh, man. He done had his pit with chickens. He said, I ain't having nothing to do with them ever again. Oh. So, all right, I'll get old boy drunk to the bay and lock him up in the chicken coop. But I said, what? I tried to get him drunk and lock him in my chicken coop. Why? But fun. But I was kind of tipsy myself and didn't realize how big the holes were in the chicken fence. Old drug ass modest to come walking right through a hole. He looked at me and said, you some bitch. So, well, I tried. So, is that, you gotta have a mess of moles out there, man, because those mole mountains, they're not hills. They're mountains. Why don't you try to make a mountain out of a molehill? I couldn't resist it. It's like a trail. It's a trail out there. You got a trail of mole mountains. Well, I'm hoping that eventually Mike will introduce me to the rest of his family. I don't know. You man got quite that close yet. Too muchly. I know he's got a family that I've seen him running around in the backyard. The kids were playing chase. They were playing hide and seek, but what's so damn stupid? Neither one of them could see. So they won't see. Here. They were just playing hide. Here. 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 Crazy much. Gone up my chicken being so badass though. My oldest rooster, I call him Joe. Call him Joe Logan, you know. Oh, Pat. Well, I call him Joe, and he's a bad Joe. I came out there the other day, and he had all the hens in the line. He was walking down the line, looking at each one of them, and all the other roosters were kind of cowering down in the corner over there. Well, I didn't really understand why until I got a little bit closer up to the chicken coop, and I noticed old Judder, he had on a black leather jacket. Kid, it was swinging around one of them folding knives, you know. It was swinging her around. He put it in his pocket and he pulled out a corn and started flipping the corn, opened the air. He said, all right, chickadees, you're going to follow in line. And you're going to follow in line right now, or you're going to end up on Doc's tape somewhere. So them old hens, they fell in line to the other roosters. They recognized Joe as the top dog, so to speak. Oh, my word. Listen to them all. It's your research. Hey, the Mac Street chicken, man, they some tough some guys. Good to buy, too. Some people get them kind of chickens they don't really want to get rid of because they're more than just chickens. They're more. I've seen chickens like that that are better than a guard dog. Well, I know turkeys have been watchdogs. Yes, they are. Dompty? Yep. Y'all hear anything back there? That's my little old mutt back there. She acting crazy. Oh, man. Well, I hope she's all right. I hope that was that gum chicken thing, doctor. Oh, believe me, if maybe you hear a really eye squeal. Especially if Joe comes out with his leather jacket on and yell. Oh, my Nidden. Oh, my Nidden. Well, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, for listening, for chuckling, just listening to it. So until next time, everybody, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and love each other. And I will see everybody in the chat on the Redburn, and we'll see you.